SoundHound AI reported its strongest quarter on record with $34.5 million in revenue. That did mark an increase of over 100% year over year. And joining us now to break it all down the quarter and discuss what is next for the company is Keyvan Mohajer, SoundHound AI co-founder and CEO. Keyvan, it's always great to see you and to have you on the show. So listen, you reported, Keyvan, clearly investors like what you had to say. Your stock surged about nearly 20% in today's trade. Walk us through the quarter though, Keyvan, and what you're seeing in the business.
Thank you for having me back. Great to be here. We had a record quarter. It was a beat and raise quarter. Almost $35 million of revenue, up 100%, more than 100% year over year. Also a strong cash position, almost $200 million of cash and no debt, so we feel really good about that. We heavily diversified our business. We provide AI for cars, we provide AI for restaurants, and now we are in retail, healthcare, financial institutions and insurance, government and military. And then we had a really big deal in a new sector, energy. We had a large deal with one of the biggest U.S. electric utility companies in Q4.
I'm interested, Keyvan, investors very interested in AI, excited about AI. You've been thinking about this technology for a long time. I have a technology question for you, Keyvan, which is as these AI models, as they get smaller, as they get more efficient, Keyvan, what does that mean for your company? I mean, how is that going to improve your products?
Great question. We actually made the prediction that models will get more accurate and less expensive and faster. Years ago, we said, just don't worry about cost. Just go and build these amazing user experiences and make them really good. Make them good enough to be able to go live. And as they get better, a lot of it comes from us. The products will get better, and that's happening. Compared to 2 years ago, we have a lot more models out there. Some are made by SoundHound, some are open source, some are third party. And our architecture taps into those models depending on the use cases. Sometimes there are smaller models that can run on the edge, run in the cloud. Sometimes there are more expensive models that are in the cloud, depending on what the user is ultimately asking.
Did you, Keyvan, when you heard DeepSeek's claims, some have been skeptical. What did you think? Did you believe all their claims?
Well, they actually made their model open source and put it on the internet so you could download it and test it. It actually was a good thing for companies like SoundHound because, again, we rely on innovation that happens within SoundHound and outside of SoundHound to make our products better. And that was a positive update for SoundHound.
On the business side, Keyvan, you've made acquisitions that have allowed you to move into new verticals. I'm curious, are there certain verticals, Keyvan, that are already seeing more traction than others? And how do you rank those verticals in terms of what you're going to emphasize as a business and as a CEO?
We spent 10 years building the technology, and in 2015 we unveiled it. The traction was great. We started in automotive because we didn't need to convince car makers to adopt voice AI, and then we went to customer service. We started with restaurants. We said restaurants to us are what books were to Amazon. Let's start with restaurants and then expand to other verticals. And then through organic growth and acquisition, we have been able to accelerate that expansion. And ultimately, we believe every business needs customer service, AI customer service, whether you're a large insurance company to a single location barbershop. And we are building solutions for all of those. So a single location barbershop or a plumber or restaurant, within minutes, they can have a very affordable AI customer service. And a large financial institution or insurance company or healthcare company can have very sophisticated AI that we collaborate with them. So we have a big range of customer base.
Yeah, I noticed, Keyvan, too, on that conference call, the military was mentioned a few times. I'm wondering if you can give viewers a little bit more color about the work you're doing there.
So ultimately, we provide voice-enabled conversational AI for businesses. I can't go into more details, but the great thing about our business is that it's very repeatable. So once you make it, you can sell it again and again it's the same type of experiences that we can sell to different industries.
And finally, Keyvan, you were in the news for a different reason, which was NVIDIA. Gave us some color on recent investment decisions they made in the fourth quarter, including, it looked like, Keyvan, exiting their position in your company. Any kind of insight you can provide on that decision?
Yeah, we have a great relationship with NVIDIA. We were in CES together. We had a joint demo in our booth that was very well received. We are also going to participate at the NVIDIA GTC conference in March, so the relationship is very strong. We have attracted investment from a lot of strategic investors, multiple automakers and cloud providers and device makers and chip makers. I can't speak to their investment philosophy, but in my opinion, they don't want to hold public company shares. They make these investments to create ecosystems and alliances. And those have been benefited SoundHound. In case of NVIDIA, we were able to use the investment to port our technology to their hardware and software stack, and that ultimately increased our addressable market.
Keyvan, thanks as always for taking the time to speak with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.